Chris Verrone of Strategas, a bad company, writing, "We think we still defer to the uptrend in equities. Keep an open mind and stay committed to price first, narrative second approach." Chris joins us now for more. Chris, good morning.
Thank you.
Price first, narrative second. What is price saying right now?
Yeah, well, listen, I think when you look at the broader picture here, most global equity markets are still in uptrends. At the same time, I'm not convinced we've really seen a deep flush here yet. And you kind of look to not necessarily levels, but what do the internal characteristics of this market look like? You know, we're sitting here with about 40% of the S&P above the 50-day. We really haven't seen the big surge in new lows yet. The put-call ratio remains pretty benign here. So things I would want to see to really mark some capitulative flush, I don't think have necessarily been checked yet. Now, that can change quickly. That can happen very quickly. I want to be open to that happening over the next week or two, but we haven't checked those boxes yet.
We've repriced energy.
Yeah.
We've repriced rates. Where have we started to reprice growth?
Well, I think that's the big question from here forward, and particularly when you put it in context of the Fed, you know, it's crazy to me that you see all these narratives being written that central banks are going to tighten into this. I think central banks have learned along the way you don't tighten into energy shocks. I think if anything, you know, if this gets worse than people anticipate, we should be talking about more cuts, not less cuts down the line. And kind of our barometer to really economic growth, or how the market perceives growth, is what is consumer discretionary doing relative to consumer staples. Now, we've seen a modest correction in that pair over the last, 5-6 weeks, as you might expect. It's really essential to us. Things like that, or banks or industrials, can respond out of this. I think if there's a bigger problem developing, we probably still rally first. We learn about it in the summer as the real cyclical stuff starts to roll back over. That's the timeline for, I think, how this plays out.